Okay, May 2nd. We're in the garage. Let's see what we got going on. All the lettuce pretty much, it's getting too hot for lettuce. Haven't had much rain, been pretty hot. Got sunflower in here. Got some stuff I'm trying to root down there. A few lettuce in here left. Some outside too. But starting to bolt. This is the one we topped in the past week. It's got growth coming out all over the place on it. It's hard to focus. I hate this camera. Focus, there you go. So yeah, cut the top off, and this is the top down in here, rooting it. It's seen a few better days, but it's probably going to make it. The other one we topped, this one right here, it's got some growth coming out in here. It's looking pretty good. There's a bunch of tomatoes. These are the big beef suckers off the Dutch bucket system outside from one plant. There's 3 there, and there's one bigger one over here. This one got some signs of something going on with it, so it'll get cut back once it really roots up here nicely. We'll cut that one back, get that bad growth off there, see what we want to do with the nutrients. This pumpkin so was that a room. I could lift the lights, I guess. I don't know. I got to do something with it soon. But the big deal is squash vine borers. We'll get in this thing, and we might get 1 or 2 pumpkins if we don't do anything outside, if we don't take any measures to try to slow that down. It's just growing in this much nutrient solution. I fill it up every day. But it's got a Dutch bucket with its name on it out there. So I'm thinking about a nice way to protect the stem of this plant. When are they going to come up with some pumpkins that don't need pollination like the cucumbers, you know, like they self-pollinate, Parthenocarpic, whatever it is. Be nice. I looked around, I didn't see anything. If you know of something, let me know. Then you could take the thing and grow it in like a tunnel and keep all the bugs out pretty much, and have all the pumpkins you want. Keep it single stem. Alright, so let's go over here and see what we got going on. Started seeds my buddy Bob gave me. Ghost, Habanero, Sweet Cherry, Reaper, Fatale. 2 Fatales coming up. A few of the other ones, not too bad. These Reapers not coming up really. The seeds are just sitting there. No action. No action. Sounds like Vegas. Alright, so these black Congos and chocolate habaneros are coming up. They've been moved out of the white small 15-16 little net pots into the 2-inch cups with some goodies in there. Some of those clay balls. Couple of roots, not too many. Going down into the nutrient solution. We're running Master Blend with the Epsom salt and calcium nitrate. And this one. This is a little thing that I start them in. These guys aren't ready for prime time yet. Well, that one might be. This one's not. A couple of days, those will come out of there. Excuse me. And they'll be put into a system similar to this, or maybe we'll do a soda cup. I like to do the soda cups. They work really well. So Some cilantro. There's basil in here, watermelon, and a little leaf cucumber in the back. When I say little leaf, it's little. Some parsley down here. See how? Yeah, you got plenty of juice in there. You're good. You good? So what's next? What's coming up next? Well, we got 2 more Dutch buckets to fill. We got to get the corn planted, squash, zucchini, and beans out. Those are the next things. The tomatoes looking pretty good. One of the Dutch bucket tomatoes has 2 tomatoes on it, and that's the big beef. The super steak is the other one, way behind. Not nearly as aggressive grower as the big beef. Got flowers on it, and doing okay. The potatoes are looking good out there, nice and green, getting tall. Onions doing well. Tomatoes doing okay. And radishes, probably should have had some by now, but they need a little help. Let's see what else is out there. Garlic, always got plenty of garlic, doing fine. Citrus plants doing okay. Just need to make some space to plant the beans and the corn, zucchini, squash. I'll do some flowers too out there, like I always do every year. And that'll probably be the first half of the season. Then after we bring in the onions and the potatoes, we'll have a bunch of open space, so we can plant something in the second half there. July-ish time window. Whatever we want to do. Thinking about maybe some sunflowers and who knows, some of these peppers. I got peppers coming everywhere, so I got to have somewhere to put them. I'm going to do this guy going in a Dutch bucket. That was the original plan. This is the yellow monster bell, and that's the game plan here. I want to put them in the Dutch bucket. Just checking for aphids. I see something on the leaves here. Looks like a possible aphid. I hate aphids. Because my daughter says, aphids, Dad. It's got aphids. This one's got some aphids under here, yes, for sure. I heard somebody talking about they use tape to pull bugs off and stuff. I guess if you had some delicate tape, that might work. I need to get some sticky traps, what I need. And then take these out and wash them off real good. And clear it up. I don't really like to spray all that stuff on them, because I find that they come right back, and then you've messed up your plants because they're not organic anymore. Of course, these aren't, most of these aren't true organic because they're grown with synthetic fertilizers, but that's fine with me. I don't give a rip about that part. As long as they grow well and they're healthy and they look good, it's nice. I don't really give a rip. I grew for years without using much fertilizers at all, and I probably didn't have the results everybody else had. I just had a different way of doing things, and the yields were probably lower than most people's, but that's just the way I did it. I didn't spray anything, and I didn't hardly fertilize anything. I just pulled the dirt out of my compost pile and put it on there. That's pretty much it. And I noticed over the years that my plants would get disease quicker and didn't yield as well as for the amount of plants I had as they should have. So this year we're doing things a little different. Build up beds a little bit, put some more dirt in there, fertilize them a little bit. Use some mulch this year, like some hay. Try to keep the moisture in. Promote beneficial insects under that hay, work in the soil. I just trying to do it a little different this year. We'll see how it pays off later. course, by no means can you turn it around that fast. It's going to take time. But at any rate, that's what I like to do. I've been doing this gardening since I first bought my first couple of tomatoes and roses back in the 90s. Every year I've been doing something. And we'll continue. Alright, so it's been about 10.5 minutes. Time to sign off for this video. God bless you all. We'll see you next time.